Holocaust researchers recently announced a shocking discovery. There were over 40,000 more Nazi ghettos, slave labor sites, and death camps scattered throughout Europe during World War II. It's just one of the many stories profiled in this year's Yom HaShoah at Global Remembrance Day. Here in San Diego, Children of the Holocaust is the focus of a commemoration event taking place this weekend at the Lawrence Family Jewish Community Center that will include survivor stories like this one.
You have to live, and you have to find ways to survive. Because if you give up, it's not going to happen. My mother would not give up. My grandfather would not give up.
Joining me with more on the local commemoration is Michael Sunduk, President and CEO of the Jewish Federation of San Diego County, and Teresa Fischlowitz, who survived the Holocaust as a young child. Thank you both for joining us.
Thank you for having us
today. Michael, the clip we just saw was very powerful in helping to remind us of the atrocities of the Holocaust. The commemoration this weekend in San Diego, though, you're doing more than just remembering.
It's very important to remember, of course. But if we only remember, then we're really stuck in the past. We really need to honor those who lived through this experience and focus on teaching next generations, which is why the program in every year remembers, honors, and teaches, with a special focus this year on children of the Holocaust.
Okay, and Teresa, you were one of those children of the Holocaust. You're wearing the Star of David, which you were forced to wear to identify yourself as a Jewish during the Holocaust. You and your family survived. You were among 500 families who bought their way into what's called a ransom plan. What is the ransom plan?
The ransom plan came because the Germans were losing the war and they needed supplies. Originally, there was going to be a trade of jeeps for Jews. That fell through. Then there was another one and third one. In the meantime, we had been put in cattle cars out in the fields for days. We had no idea where we were going. We had heard about stories, but we didn't know.
We have a picture of you in one of these train cars. You spent your 7th birthday in this cattle car. You were headed toward a concentration camp. We have you highlighted there. It looks like you have your hand to your mouth. Did you know what was happening right then?
I didn't really know directly because my mother was a very strong, loving lady, and she sheltered me and protected me. What I did know was what I saw. I didn't have it interpreted. I crossed the fence in the camp. Electrified fence was a group of people to be exterminated. Very different from us. They had no clothes on. They had nowhere to go except the gas chambers, and I must have registered it. But as far as personal pain, I did not get it.
You could see the difference between how you were being treated and how they were being treated. Now, you had a long, complicated journey that involved several countries, 17 schools, I understand. You ended up becoming a teacher in Los Angeles, and then ultimately you came here to San Diego. And most recently, I understand, you spoke at San Diego's Monarch School. Whole different generation. What were you hoping in talking to them? Why did you want to tell them your story?
These are kids who do not have a home. They either sleep on the street or the courts give them some kind of a night-to-night respite. And they are troubled children, but they were wonderful listeners. And I wanted to get across the point to them that, look, here's a story that tells you about a real person who had very hard times and then came out stronger, better, and today I am a happy person. And you can be too.
And they can see that inspiration. Here you are before them. Michael, how about you? What would you like people to take away from San Diego's commemoration at the center?
I think the most important thing to take away is that this was a human tragedy. It affected millions of Jews, but it also affected hundreds of thousands of other people. And we really need to make sure it never happens again. And we need to make sure that we learn from it in terms of how we lead our daily lives.
And certainly we see in other countries a whole lot of horrible atrocities are going on, so maybe there can be some lessons there. I want to let people know that this weekend's commemoration is free and open to the public, correct?
Correct.
And they can find out more information about it on our website, kpbs.org. Michael, Teresa, thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.